200-acre fire on Hamilton Pool Road in western Travis County destroyed 7 structures Tuesday night and was not contained by 10 p.m., according to fire officials. Lake Travis Fire Rescue Chief Robert Abbott said no homes were immediately threatened nor had evacuations of homes been ordered. The fire began about 6:30 p.m. in the 6400 block of Hamilton Pool Road, and 6 of the structures destroyed were movie sets from the Alamo film shot near Reimers Ranch in 2003. Tropical Depression Ophelia Public Advisory. Ophelia expected to strengthen and become a tropical storm again now and Wednesday. In response to a request from the Farm to Consumer Legal Defense Fund, a Wisconsin judge issued a clarification of his decision last week regarding his assessment of the constitutionality of food rights. The judge expanded on his original statement that such constitutional issues are wholly without merit. He's also quoted as saying, "There is no fundamental right to own a cow, or consume its milk." Entergy's Palisades nuclear plant near South Haven on Lake Michigan is venting radioactive steam into the environment as part of an unplanned shutdown triggered by an electrical accident. The shutdown, which began Sunday evening, came just 5 days after the plant restarted from a shutdown that was caused by a leak in the plant's cooling system. Okay, friends. Inexplicable shutdowns due to leaks in cooling systems have been happening since the beginning of the year, and always accompanied by some strange excuse tucked away on a small mainstream media news page. A search will result many of these plants systematically having the same accident. Discussion and sources and theories encouraged within the comments section. From Mainstream Media USA Today. Border security or federal land grab? That question is driving a heated debate over a controversial bill to give the Department of Homeland Security sweeping authority over federal lands within 100 miles of the U.S. border. The proposed National Security and Federal Lands Protection Act would let the agency waive 36 federal environmental protection laws in the name of better border patrols on public lands. From the New York Times. Even those cleared of crimes can stay on FBI's watch list. Also, files, released by the FBI, under the Freedom of Information Act, disclose how the police are instructed to react if they encounter a person on the list. Inclusion on the watch list can keep terrorism suspects off planes, block non-citizens from entering the country and subject people to delays and greater scrutiny at airports, border crossings and traffic stops. The database now has about 420,000 names, including about 8,000 Americans, according to the statistics released in connection with the 10th anniversary of the September 11th attacks. Voting machines used by as many as a quarter of American voters heading to the polls in 2012 can be hacked with just $10.50 and parts in an 8th grade science education, according to computer science and security experts at the Vulnerability Assessment Team at Argonne National Laboratory in Illinois, run by the Department of Energy. The experts say the newly developed hack could change voting results while leaving absolutely no trace of the manipulation behind. They believe these man-in-the-middle attacks are potentially possible on a wide variety of electronic voting machines, and that they can do similar things on pretty much every electronic voting machine. In what seems a waste of space in the media amidst more important headlines, and also seemingly a waste of a government official's time, this article from the Buffalo News states that the flying Willenda who wants to cheat death with the tightrope walk across Niagara Falls will get his wish, at least with the blessing of New York State. Governor Andrew Cuomo signed legislation today permitting Nick Willenda's bid to walk 1,800 feet across the falls on a 2-inch wide steel cable. Way to go, Cuomo, and Buffalo Trip News. We wonder, here, at Get In It for Truth, what they perchance may think about Diebold voting fraud and it happening for years? A thought, or two, on the builder Hamburglars, perhaps? Speaking of air, recently, a bubble pod hotel has been designed, which allows people to effectively sleep under the stars. Be sure to check out the video on ITN News. The results are in from a 30-year side-by-side trial of conventional and organic farming methods at Pennsylvania's Rodale Institute. Contrary to conventional wisdom, organic farming outperformed conventional farming in every measure. There are about 1,500 organic farmers in Saskatchewan, at last count. They eschew the synthetic fertilizers and toxic sprays that are the mainstay of conventional farms. Study after study indicates the conventional thinking on farming that we have to tolerate toxic chemicals because organic farming can't feed the world is wrong. Emergency services and residents in the Philippine capital of Manila cleaned up and restored electricity Wednesday after a powerful typhoon unleashed floodwaters and sent huge waves crashing over sea walls.